conference. We welcome back the heart and soul of the Clippers. Patrick Beverley has missed.
Portland get down in their stance. You see them look like they're applying pressure, but for some reason, they're just not a real good defensive team.
And Market only 10 to shoot for the Clippers. Paul George is aware. Pulls up just below the elbow and knocks it in.
It's so hard then to keep the pressure on.
Speaking of pressure, expect a lot of trapping on Damian Lillard. Ty Lue did not. The Blazers, they cut the lead to 1. Beverley, a good look at a 3. His first shot since coming back. He turned up the fancy pass to 7 on his meter. Here he goes into the paint, lays it up and in. And deflection by Beverley, chases it down. The Blazers get back defensively. Beverley pulls it back for the tray and knocks it in. A 12.
Knocking down that 3.
Lillard comes off a Cantor screen and knocks down.
They set a screen and Paul George couldn't get over it.
Last time we saw Pat Beverley was March 11th as Paul George knocks best. He can find his own shot with the best of them as Cantor lays it in. Clever pass from Covington. Clippers actually 6 for 6 from the field. George for 3. I mean,
you know, you are so good at figuring things out and analyzing. That's what analytics is all about.
Cantor lays it up their shots. Powell off the window, no. Cantor with the rebound. He leads the lead.
Clippers know him well, Brian.
And he was playing decent basketball in Houston. Just Buzzard's luck with injuries as Kawhi Leonard crashing down the.
Well, not fingernails type things, you know, falling off. I mean, he had very serious injuries in 3 different locations.
Field, the Clippers out in front by just 8. Pocket pass to Zubac, and he flushes.
Make a nice shuffle pass to Zoo, and that time we saw Kawhi dish it off to the big man.
McCollum muscles up his own shot. He has 5 here in the first quarter. Jackson comes in from the wing and floats it home.
You guys, you think I'm going to shuffle to him? No way. I'm taking this one myself.
McCollum, the cash cow for the Blazers in this first. For both teams have scored. Paul George leads the way with a dozen. For 3, Paul George leads the way with his first miss. Clippers have only missed 2 times here tonight, but only lead by 8. Why? Because McCollum continues. Jackson slows it up. Extra pass to Morris in the corner for 3. A good look, and he knocks it. George with a screen from Patterson. Flings a 3, and it is all systems go here in this first quarter. George skips it to Jackson. Batum steps inside and launches the mid-range shot. Nice pass from Melo. Jones can finish. Grabbed by, taken by Powell. Deflected back to Patterson. The Clippers have plenty of time. Batum into Patterson, followed by Paul George.
Over the last decade, he's been one of the better big players in the league. Unfortunately, he's had to deal with some really big injuries. But and you look at the bigs. I mean, Nurkic isn't playing tonight, but obviously Cantor's been a force in the first quarter. You look at just all the teams that are both the best fans in the league, and our guys. There's not a day that goes by they don't talk about the day. And I think April 18th is the first day we'll have fans.
Jackson relocates, seductive ball fake, then pulls the trigger. Cousins battles for the rebound, lays it in. Welcome to
average against the Clippers, just under 20 a game. He has also been held relatively in check over the last 2 seasons, just 18% shooting from 3. So, guys.
On Damian Lillard, he's 1 for 5. He could easily go for 40.5 and bring the Blazers right back into it, unless
going here, okay?
Beverley attacks, finds Cousins for the long 2 late in the clock. Good shot for Cousins. Following year, knee injury, did not play at all last year. Interception by Covington, a former first-team all-defensive player, challenged by Man. 26 here in the first half. George to Cousins. Stripped, recovered by Leonard, and he lays it in. Leonard and Paul George bringing the ball up the floor. Zubac attacks, blocked from behind, taken by Covington. Great defensive play. Powell
for
motors
sure.
back the other way.
I thought for sure that was going to be a whistle when we see Batum, Beverly shadowing Damian Lillard the entire length of the floor, not giving him too much distance.
Might be the winner of the trade deadline for Denver.
Dallas is really playing well right now.
You know who else is playing well? The Western Conference in the third spot, 3 games behind Phoenix. They will see the Suns on Thursday. McCollum, a great look at a 3. That's troublesome. Kawhi chased by Covington, floats it up and in. Cantor plays a little game of catch with McCollum, races down the lane, and 2% from above the arc everywhere except the right wing. He took that out of the equation. That's what he would shoot. McCollum uses Cantor as a barricade, comes up firing, and it's a 3 on the clock for Lillard. Covington beats the buzzer and knocks it in, and we've got a ball game here.
Cantor thought he was going backdoor. Beverly denied.
Leonard hangs inside. All that he could do, had to call his kind of personal trainer, either come away with a new personal trainer. Tough shot inside by minute restriction is 20. Zubac's inside. Late on the clock for George. A contested 3. Oh, it is good. He could.
Effort that time by Kawhi to come and challenge that shot. Came a long way.
Strong drive by Beverly. No rebound. Flushed in by Zub. Got off to a great start, and again, a lot of energy out there for the Clippers as Kawhi mistimes the rebound. Lillard, look what I found. Went on a 30-11 run to close out the half. Clippers opened up the third quarter on an 11-4 run, but Norman Powell started out on an 11-4 run. The Blazers have now scored the last 9 of the game. Covington for 3. Book it.
Certain games you go into where you know you have to continue to score points because your opponent's going to score on you a lot of times. And
interesting fact, maybe interesting only to me, this could potentially be a first-round matchup. This is the 3-6 matchup, 3 to play in the third. Jackson, great look at a 3. Loved it the second it left his. Honestly, how do we get there? I don't know either. I will just be happy to see them here. Carmelo knocks down the 3. Kawhi gets around Melo, gets to the rim and lays it in. Count it.
The offense can kind of do what it wants to. When you get a team like the Clippers that is challenging on every shot, we see the layup on the inside.
A wide open look for the Clippers went astray for Patterson. They lead by 12 to start this fourth quarter. Jones Jr. in the corner for 3. It only hurts 9 to shoot. Here comes the trap for the Clippers. If it's not Lillard they're trapping, it's McCollum, and for good reason. They might need to do the same thing for Powell. He has
been really sensational.
Quick shot on the 3. Patterson with the rebound and puts it back home. George skips it to Jackson. Drives into the teeth of the defense, off the window and in. Third rebound and leads the Stampede the other way. George comes back and flings a 3. 6 trips. Just a 10-point game. Skip pass from George to Jackson for 3. Counted on a foul. Jackson, strong drive off the window and in. 20 with 6:40 to play. Covington, the runner off the window, is good. Covington,
and knowing that this is a good rebounding Blazer team.
Leonard in the mid-range, right in his wheelhouse. Powell. Into Cantor. Still like it, the closest 15-point lead I've ever seen the Clippers have. Leonard inside, counted enough on Friday as both coaches feel this game is secure. Kawhi Leonard still out there for the time being as Little Lakers put up 47 points against one of the best first quarter teams of all time in the opening frame. 114. Cousins takes a little victory. Good move by Giles, gets around Cousins, misses. 133 to 114, they are out in front. Simons, long 2, it's good. 133-116. Beverly puts on the brakes. Two teams exchange pleasantries as the time winds down here. Clippers get a massive effort from Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, but Reggie Jackson not to be outdone off the bench.